right, babies, it's that time again. Oh yeah. Love and life. Start of vacation. Got 9 days. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna try to get cardio in the morning on each day. Basically empty stomach. I do have a protein drink so that the energy isn't drawn from my muscles, but it's drawn from the fat. Yes, say no to fat. I can't wait till I'm back into my skinny mode. I'm already feeling better. Collecting that data. You know how I say that all the time. Collect the data, baby. Otherwise, you don't know what adjustments to make, honey. You might be making too many. You might not be making enough. You might not need to make any because your progress is there. But how are you going to know if you're not paying attention? Oh yeah, baby. Just like that. That dog will hunt. So yeah, it's going to get warmer this week. Looks like a lot of precipitation, but it looks like we're out of the 30s for the most part in the next few days. So that will be fun. Man, I had some crazy nightmares last night. Oh my gosh, I'm like, Lord, what am I doing wrong? Why am I having these nightmares? Wow. Really scary things. And then I would like fall back asleep and then continue the nightmare. Like, I think twice. So it was like, I had 3 versions of the same saga. Wow. Not good. Collect that data. Figure out what's going wrong, sweetheart. Make the changes you need to. My gosh. I must be worrying about something more than I need to. So that's probably what I need to focus on. You know how Jesus says, be anxious for nothing. And then later in the New Testament, it says to cast all our care upon Him because He cares for us. Oh yeah, babies. Just like that. I'm going to try that and see how it goes. The caffeine, or at least the coffee, I've totally eliminated. I think it's been about 2 months now. Never have a cup of coffee. Once in a while I'll have a green tea tab. Just one. That'll like get me through a workout if I'm feeling a little tired. But that's it. No, I used to have way too much caffeine and it was affecting my body in a number of ways. So all of that's better. And I think the weight is better. I'll tell you tomorrow after I weigh myself in today. I'll tell you how that's going. But the data I'm collecting or trying to control are things, my diet. Like, I've introduced avocado to my diet. So I'll have a little bit of that, avocado toast kind of thing. Fruit is always there. Salad is always in there. Chicken. Occasionally tuna. Yogurt, cottage cheese. know tomorrow. But let's get back to casting our care upon Him so we don't have nightmares. Because life itself is enough of a nightmare. And that's why we have to cast our care upon Him, because those cares can just swallow us up, right? But I gotta believe that's what's been happening with me. That's why I had those nightmares. So, yeah. The goodness of God. Oh yeah, baby. I'll just say this also, because I've been watching this person. I'm not going to say who they are because I don't want there to be any unnecessary criticism. Because that's not who we are, right, people? Right. I hear you all saying, right. But there's this person I really respect in the Lord, and they have like a YouTube channel. But every time I turn them on, I cannot get through very much of it. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what is it? I mean, I respect this person. Why can't I listen to him? And I think what it is there's not enough practicality coming out of their teaching, like their own experience of, challenges and growth and what they're learning. Instead, it's all this stuff about, like, the gloriousness of Jesus, and it's just so glorious, and it's just like, yes, I understand the glory of Jesus, and I share the awe of who He is. But if you just keep saying that, like things like that, then it's like, what are you exactly communicating? Yeah, it just strikes me as like false somehow. Like, people want to hear, what you're learning. If you're getting through a struggle and how you're getting through it. We don't want to just hear a bunch of teachings that we've heard 1,000 times before, and they just have to be repeated at higher volumes or something. No, we don't need that. Or in this case of this person I'm talking about, just keep talking about how, the love of God. Oh my God, the lies. I can't even think of what she says, because it never registers with me. But it's just kind of this, just being enraptured in Him, but you're not really saying anything other than that. And I'm just like, what? So anyway, that's my gift to you, that we take in that data. What do we watch? What do we take in? What are we putting out? And we observe ourselves, and we observe the success and the progress and the setbacks, and we make adjustments because of those. I mean, we better be, right? Because if we're not, we're ignoring the work of God, and we don't want to do that, because it's marvelous to be engaged in God's work. All right, sweeties. See you next time.